Self. Okay, so class is self. Self is a interesting, I guess, tool you can kind of use. At any given time in Ruby, you are in the context of some object. Right now, we're in the main object. Remember, like all this code we're writing in editor right now is sitting um, inside of a Ruby object, right? A Ruby class, right? So everything that we're writing and executing um, becomes an object, right? So we're sitting inside this main object, this one giant main object. So just imagine like there's all this code that's wrapping everything that we do inside the editor, okay? That allows us to be an object. Anyhow, so we can ask where we are in the context of that object, right? So here on line 9, I've got self, and we've got some hash rockets aligned next to it and all the other selves here on this page. So I've got another class string, I've got a class example, an instance variable ABC, and a hash rocket next to that instance variable after it's been assigned a value. So let's see what happens when we do Command R and execute these lines with the rockets. And we can see that this is interesting, right? We can see that here in self, we're in the context of the main object, just like we were expecting. And here, inside of the class string, Ruby knows that we are now in the context of string of this class, right? And here, in class example, it understands that we're now in the context of example, right? And here, we can just see that, our instance variable, we can just see the value of that, and whatever else would be going on down here, and whatever code we write, right? So using self could be useful when you're writing large programs and you're trying to debug something or figure something out and try to understand, okay, well, what context am I, which class am I actually in that I think that I'm in, right? Especially if you're dealing with methods that may have the same name or something. Things can get confusing. So anyway, that's a useful thing to have in your toolbox. And on to the next vid.